This is the foundation inspection. There are two foundations to this building. This is an addition, and we have the grade wall here, and then this is the original property, and we can see the grade wall extending along here. Now, at the front of the building, at the front left elevation, there's a finish on the actual grade wall itself that's coming away, and it's probably a good idea to have that, to remove it. Take some care about it, not breaking the brickwork above it, although you might consider replacing all of that at some point, because it allows moisture to get in behind it, and there is a concern. It's not easy to find, but you can see this area here. That'd be well worth clearing away. With a bit of care you can remove that. Let's go to the right elevation. And again, it's got the finish on the grade wall. I'm not really sure what the point of that finish is. It obviously seemed like a good idea at the time when it was done, but all it does now is trap moisture there, and that's not a good thing, not against the walls. And these walls here with this finish on it, again, it's an additional finish. That too could possibly contain moisture, so removing that at some point in the future and perhaps putting siding in would improve it. So that's the grade wall at the right elevation. Again, we've got it here. Now, we have ventilation, that's good. Nice ventilation here, good ventilation, but you'll see here that we have a hole in the grill. That's going to allow things like rodents in if they wish, and they're quickly followed by things like snakes, so keeping that covered and to prevent rodents getting in is a good idea. At the rear elevation now with the addition, you can see here that there's a bit of grass, well, a bit of bushes growing up. You need to remove those. Get rid of this ivy. It's going to destroy your siding, it really will. Get rid of that ivy, protect your siding, and just, you know, just cover it with mulch and keep weeds out of it. It'll work perfectly. So we're now at the rear elevation of the new addition, and we have a deck here. Okay, there's a vent there that's been blocked partially by the deck, and the vent is open, there's no grill there. That really should be covered. Now, here's the thing about decks. Decks are great, however, they do bring with them a number of problems, and the problem comes in terms of wood on grade, as we got here. You need to make sure you treat this for termites at some point or another. It should have been pressurized and treated when you bought the materials, but keeping a control on that will help. So we'll come back to the deck later. I'm standing at the rear elevation of the roof. This is a metal roof on wood decking. I'm moving very gingerly because I can't see what's underneath it. Here's at a ridge. See, these little ridge bolts have rubber seals, but one's missing here, and that can cause a roof leak. That needs to be caught. We're actually at the transition of two roofs here. You can see here we've got a gap. I'm not too happy about that. My concern is that water could get in there, and again it could flow out the bottom. However, it wouldn't be a great deal of trouble to seal it completely. We're at the skylights now. We have two skylights. The caulking around the skylights is in very poor condition, and the caulking around that vent there is in very poor condition. It's likely to be leaking, although it won't necessarily show through the roof at the present time. This is a wind turbine roof vent, and a poor repair has been made on it there. This is not the way to repair these type of penetrations. Really, the way to do it is to take off all the shingles, replace the flashing, and then rebuild the shingles with the proper seals in place that the manufacturer recommends. This is a temporary repair. Why I say a temporary repair? You repair it once, and then in a month, maybe 2 years, anything between, no telling, it could start leaking again, but you don't know about it, and it does a lot of damage before you realise that you have a roof leak. You can see here we've got a comparatively new vent that's been replaced. It's been installed correctly with the right flashing. That's the type of flashing that I want to see on these other penetrations here, because that is going to be a long-lasting seal. Coming up here, we can see they've done some repair work around here and sealed it. I can't see what's under it, but I'm hoping that there's good flashing beneath it. Likewise with this penetration here. Then we have a capped vent here and another penetration there. I'm in the attic. What we're looking at is the struts supporting the attic here. You see we've got one, we've got a series of them going along there, and what I'd like to see is I would like to see a tie going along about the middle of it, all the way along, to tie all of those 1, 2, 3, 4 in. That will make it structurally stiffer and less likely to move or rack. This is a wall inspection. Now this is a special covering. It's not brick, actually a special fascia, and the real problem with it is it's got cracks everywhere like this, and the problem with cracks is it's going to allow moisture to get in between it and the actual structure. Now I'm not sure what the structure is behind here, but I wouldn't mind betting it's going to be wood and studs. and the two, moisture and wood studs, do not mix. And you see you've got cracks up here, around here, and they look as if they've been in place for a while. And my only recommendation is that this finish is removed and a new type of finish put on. Types of finish, for example, siding like this, excellent, will do the job. Up here we've got a crack coming down, and so there's lots of multiple points of moisture entry into the wall cavity of the house. I'm now at the left-hand elevation of the property, and I can see what we had as an original siding here. It's a wood siding. There's examples of it there. There's pretty well open actually here, and there's water stains. It's probably a treated wood. It's been removed from this side. I can see part of it through here, and you can see the brickwork up here has cracked away, and the water's going to be getting in behind there, and that's going to be getting into the interior of the house. It's going to make it damp. So I would recommend that this wall covering here is removed too, and then proper siding installed to increase the water tightness of the property.